Reiki, I believe, is a very amazing tool. We can use it to heal ourselves and heal others. We can heal also disasters, strife, stress on the planet. People have also used it to heal inanimate objects like computers. They've charged batteries with it, done a lot of amazing things that people sometimes can't figure out how it works, but we know it does. And it's a really wonderful tool that we can also use in a business sense. And I think that's important to consider, that Reiki can be a business. It's a spiritual practice, but also it's something that we can charge money for and earn an income. And I think that it's important for us to acknowledge that and be aware that there are certain skills and abilities that we need to develop if we want to be successful in that respect. Now, I think one of the important things that you need to do when you first consider your Reiki practice is, what does success mean to you? What does that mean to you? Because it can mean different things to different people. And when you really get right down to the bottom line, success actually means manifesting what you attempt to do. So, it doesn't mean something like so much money or a certain kind of car or income or something like that. To me, it means manifesting whatever you attempt to do. So, if there's something that you'd like to accomplish with your Reiki practice and you accomplish it, then you're successful. It doesn't matter what that might be. And I think we're each unique, and what's right for you might not be right for someone else, and vice versa. So we really have to know ourselves and understand what's appropriate for us in terms of our Reiki practice. Some people just doing a couple sessions a week, that's right for them, and that's success. And other people might want to do 5 or 10 treatments a week. Some people have an office. Other people are just kind of traveling around, and they're like vagabond healers, and earning an income and traveling around and spending some time here and there, and going all over the country or maybe all over the world doing Reiki treatments. So there are lots of ways that success can manifest for each person. And so I think it's important for us first to meditate and get a real clear idea of what's right for us. And of course, we can use Reiki to do that, and we can meditate on what would be appropriate, and just ask Reiki for guidance. And so by taking some time to first decide what's right for me for my Reiki practice, and as we could see here, some people are doing it for family and friends, and for them, maybe that's success for them. And other people are just doing a few treatments, and other people have really big practices. So it's really a very individual thing. And Reiki is such a very unique type of practice and business that it's very important that when we practice Reiki, that we're in alignment with the energy, and that our plan, our business and so forth, is in alignment with our spiritual purpose. Now, you've probably read of people, gurus and monks and so forth, who are off by themselves meditating in a cave, and food is brought to them, and all they do basically is sleep and meditate and take care of some of their personal needs, and that's it. And in that way, they're isolated from the world. They're not tempted by the various things that can throw us off balance. And that's a wonderful way to grow spiritually, but many of us have already done that in past lives, and the real test is to be in the world and subject to all of the different influences and temptations, and yet remain balanced and remain within our spiritual purpose. And I think money is a very important topic for us to have balance with and to have peace with, because in our society we're drawn one way or another, and some people say you should never charge any money for a treatment because it's a healing and a spiritual practice, and other people say it's fine to charge money, and others say you must always charge money. So there's a lot of different opinions out there. My feeling is that we need to do whatever is right for us, and for some people it probably is healthy and good for them not to charge money. and for others it's healthy to charge money. But I think either way, there are ways to do that in a healthy way and ways to do it in an unhealthy way. So you can do treatments for free in an unhealthy way, or you could do them for free in a healthy way. You can charge money in a healthy way, or you can charge money in an unhealthy way. So you need to keep that in mind. So just because someone's doing it for free, it doesn't mean that they're like more spiritual. Sometimes when people do treatments for free, unconsciously or even consciously, they're doing it to have power over the people that they're giving treatments to. So they give a treatment to someone and it's like, well, then you owe that person something. And that could be either conscious or unconscious. Or you do treatments for free because you feel inadequate spiritually, and hopefully by doing them for free you're going to do something that appears to be more spiritual. On the other hand, if you're charging money, you can charge money in a way that is based more on greed and on lack, on fear, and charging money may not be a healthy thing for you to do. And then also it depends on how much you're charging. You can charge a very high fee and that can be very healthy for you, or you can charge a high fee and that may be unhealthy for you. The same thing with a low fee. I think generally that a lot of people are not charging enough. That they start out with a low fee and they look at the other people around them and they're charging a very low fee, and they're afraid that if they were to charge more money, then they wouldn't get any business because the customers are all going to go to the people who are charging less. And that's true, I think, for doing treatments and as well as for doing classes. So it's important to consider all of these things when you're thinking about your Reiki practice and creating a business around it. Now, it's important for us to realize that Reiki can be and is a business, and if we decide to charge money, suddenly we have a business. And so it's important for us to accept that as a fact, and then to know and realize that there are certain skills that we need to develop in order to maintain our business. Now, all businesses have expenses, and we have income, so you need to keep track of your expenses and your income, and the amount of money you actually make is the difference between the two. So you take your income, subtract the expenses, and hopefully there's something left over. It's called profit. Now, some people go, profit, whoa, I don't know if I want to make a profit doing Reiki because, I don't know, it's kind of spiritual, and that word, profit, gee. But, people say, well, I want to just kind of break even because I don't know if I want to make any money on this, Reiki thing, but you can't really operate a successful business and just break even. It's very hard to do because there are times when you'll need a reserve of money to keep you going when maybe you don't get as many sessions, and there are also times when you may want to improve your business, you may want to do more advertising, and so you really need to have a surplus of money coming in. The other thing to think about too is that because you're charging money, you probably would be able to spend more time giving treatments than if you didn't charge money. And as your practice gets going, it's even possible for you to do it full time, and then you can do lots and lots of treatments. Now, we live in a part of the world where people have money, and they're willing to spend money on Reiki and other sorts of alternative healing. In fact, they're spending billions and billions of dollars in this country on alternative healing, and a lot of that's going to Reiki sessions. So I don't think we need to be concerned in terms of charging money for Reiki, that people can't afford it. But even in other countries like India and Pakistan, Iran, poor countries like that, you start thinking, well, gee, why would they charge money over there, or why would I go there and charge money? Well, when you think about it, Reiki is a business, and so if you were to teach someone to be a Reiki master, suddenly they have a source of income.